A stroll down Main Street in Catskill is almost like stepping back in time. A Hudson River village, it's steeped in history, from its vintage storefronts to its public parks.
That's the Hudson River, and this is the intersection of the Catskill Creek.
Frank Guido's restaurant sits right next to Catskill Point Park, the original ferry dock ushering in tourists and seasonal residents.
There was a dayliner that went to New York City and Albany, and this is where it stopped. And there were trains going up to Hunter Mountain and up to Catskills.
Down here at the waterfront in Catskill, it was devastated by both Irene and Sandy. But since then, pretty much the entire place has been rebuilt. And now there's a lot of activity,
including boating and fishing.
This view behind is a view that he painted over and over again.
Betsy Jack's talking about the famous American artist Thomas Cole. We're standing on what was his porch in the mid-1800s. Built in 1815, this brick Federalist-style home is completely restored. Even Cole's studio, where you can see the actual easels and tools that he used to paint some of his most famous works.
Before Thomas Cole, if there was art in America, it was mainly portraiture. If you were wealthy, you'd want a picture of yourself. Whereas Thomas Cole looked out at this and said, wait a minute, this is really amazing. America has something that a lot of nations don't have, which is this vast, untouched wilderness.
Several other famous painters of the 19th century realized this too, like Albert Bärstad, whose works are currently on display at the Thomas Cole House until November.
Just down the street from the Thomas Cole house is the cemetery where he is buried. And it's in kind of an unassuming spot. His gravestone took my photographer and I maybe 20 minutes to find it, even with the help of a map.
This map, however, is something to definitely check out. The Hudson River School Art Trail. It directs you to painting sites in the Catskills. Very user-friendly, it's also accessible on your mobile device.
And you can just take it on the road and find these places, and the scenery is amazingly similar to the painting.
If you travel the art trail west into the mountains and aren't afraid of a little climbing,
here's a view that you really just can't beat. It was up here in 1824 that the Catskill Mountain House was constructed. A lot of people made the long trip up to spend the night, including several presidents. Presidents Grant, Cleveland, and Roosevelt.
The hotel itself was burned purposefully by the state in the 1960s, but the view that everyone came for is still there.
Legend has it in these Catskill Mountains is where Rip Van Winkle met the apparitions of Henry Hudson's men, falling into a deep sleep for 20 years. In fact, you'll see a lot of Washington Irving's cherished character throughout the Catskills. This bridge bears his name. He's also a seasonal traffic cop in Catskill Village.
Some guests have said or read or, think that, maybe slept in my, in the back of my property. Then, why not? Because nobody is sure.
Originally a working farm, Christine Clark owns this bed and breakfast in Palinville, rumored to be the place where Rip took his famous nap.
It's very rainy season, it's really beautiful. Mostly people come for the outdoor activities.
And as abundant as those are, the Catskills appeals to all tastes. And it's because of this that this area, seemingly frozen in time, keeps people coming back year after year.